During a practice session, Marquez was preparing to make a move on the rider ahead, but the rider in front never noticed him coming, and moments later the incident happened. The unlucky rider went rolling several times after the contact, and was unable to get back on his feet for a long time. Facing this situation, the rider responsible for the incident was naturally unable to avoid a penalty. Race officials decided to move Marquez's starting position from second place all the way down to 33rd, the very last spot on the grid. And this decision completely ruined Marquez's original plan. As the season's world champion, Marquez had already confirmed that in 2013 he would join Honda's factory team and race in MotoGP, and this race was the final battle of his Moto2 career. To make his Moto2 journey end on a perfect note, he gave everything in qualifying and secured second place on the grid. But all of that disappeared because of his reckless overtake. Starting from the back meant facing a massive group of riders, and the Valencia circuit was even more famous for being extremely difficult to overtake on. Trying to pass 32 riders and win was almost impossible. Facing a situation with almost no chance, the team even advised him to give up hope and focus on next week's test instead.
The most important is the test Tuesday with MotoGP now.
We've told Mark to keep calm. We don't really know if he's been listening to us.
But for Marquez, he wanted more than just a perfect farewell. He wanted the determination to fight for victory in every race.
So no real risks today then. Looking forward to the test.
This is I explained to Mark, but Mark is Mark, and sure if he have a good feeling on the bike, sure he do it.
As every rider took their position, Marquez also arrived at his 33rd starting spot. And facing a Marquez with such a strong desire to win, everyone understood that an incredible show was about to begin.
So here we go, final round of the Moto2 World Championship.
Because a rain shower had arrived earlier, all the riders, after the start, were carefully testing the limits of the track. But Marquez was different, pushing at full speed on this dangerous circuit. And when the first lap ended, a shocking scene appeared in front of everyone. The rider who started from the hopeless final spot had already appeared in 11th place. This unbelievable rise like a rocket left everyone wondering how he managed to do it. And the replay that followed showed us exactly Marquez's incredible start.
Back of the grid, Marc Marquez, Valencia. This is the way to start a Grand Prix motorcycle race. What an amazing start from Marc Marquez.
And he's trying to weave through, heading up for...
Look at the people, he's already overtaken.
he's up in... Marc Marquez has already made up for 10, 11 positions or so. Amazing how look how he's threading it through some of the gaps he's got through. Absolutely superb. And you see he was helped by a couple of riders there with Bradley Smith pushing some wide. What a first few corners. He's already up to that 13th position there. And just threading his way through.
When you're watching that, maybe he doesn't need to learn anything.
No, that's superb.
There is a nice fruit butter in there. From Randy Krummenacher. Amazing first lap from a Marc Marquez.
In less than one lap, Marquez had escaped from the hopeless last position, but it was far from over. Marquez continued his charge on the next lap, first passing Corsi at turn 6, and quietly moving up to 9th place away from the cameras. But then Marquez's attack suddenly slowed down. At this moment, the rain had stopped for a while, and the track was gradually showing a dry racing line. Meanwhile, the midfield group was packed with many riders. Trying to overtake them one by one would destroy the tires too quickly. So over the next 5 laps, Marquez stayed behind the riders ahead, waiting for the perfect moment. Finally, at the beginning of lap 8, the 3 riders ahead started battling fiercely, and Marquez, the hunter waiting behind, quickly showed his sharp attack.
Three abreast, Dominic and Goethe on the brakes go through. Can he make it stick? It's Marc Marquez in the back of the group. That was some move by Dominic and Goethe, and Gino Reyes runs it a bit wide.
The fact though that Goethe forced it in so much meant he didn't have the exit speed there. Big moment for Ria though, who missed out on the dry area of track. All the others seemed to hit as they went into the corner. There are some dry patches on this circuit now.
And here comes Marc Marquez up the inside of Tom Luigi. You remember that final lap in Qatar? It's like a long time ago, that opening Grand Prix of the year. Marquez went on to win. Luigi was absolutely furious.
After Marquez passed 2 riders and moved into 7th, light rain started falling on the circuit again for every rider on track. This was both good news and bad news. A little rain could keep the surface cooler and reduce tire wear, but it also made the track much more slippery, increasing the risk of mistakes. And moments later, as if proving how dangerous the track had become, the rider running 4th ahead lost the rear and went off track.
Last year,
Espargaro has gone.
And that was not the end. During lap 11, another rider ahead of Marquez was forced out after an incident.
Simeon at the 2 and corner. That just upset Ria a little bit. And Xavier Simeon was in third place.
With these two incidents happening, Marquez moved forward almost effortlessly into 5th place, and once again he could see a chance at victory. But because of the battles earlier, the race leader Simon ahead had already built a gap of nearly 10 seconds, and another contact that happened afterward made the gap even bigger.
It's very, very difficult indeed, and Gino Ria there very, very wide. And because Marquez was round the outside of him, it forced Marquez to sit up.
After that contact, Marquez was pushed further away once again. Seeing what happened, the team members were left with a cold sweat. They immediately showed signals, trying to calm Marquez down. But for the young Marquez, nothing could stop him from chasing the victory he wanted so badly. Less than 1 lap later, he regrouped once again, quickly closing the gap ahead and launching another attack.
Can't help himself, Marquez.
Here he comes again, look, there he is.
Yeah.
In that corner, that's where he had the incident with Tony Corsi earlier on this weekend. But Menti started from the back of the grid, but now he's into 4th place.
With 13 laps remaining, he kept the momentum going, targeting 3rd place on the long straight.
This race is far from over. It's a long way to go.
Whoa!
Marquez hits the button.
and Giannone, a Gertrude both touched in there. Wow, they've been amazing to hang on, though, both of them.
This frightening moment sent Marquez's heart rate above 200 and left everyone in the pit box shocked and frustrated. The team had already warned Marquez several times to stay patient, but Marquez was still Marquez. He was willing to give everything for victory. After raising his hand to apologize to the rider behind, he immediately continued pushing toward his ultimate goal. At this moment, only 2 riders remained ahead of Marquez, and with every lap he pushed harder. The 7-second gap from before was slowly being destroyed by his constantly improving lap times. Finally, with 8 laps remaining, the rider in 2nd place, Taro, had entered Marquez's attacking range. With worried eyes watching from the rival pit box, Marquez made his move instantly, launching his second last attack of the race.
He's not going to be shy about this one, is he?
Wow.
He's on a different level here now.
After this aggressive overtake, Marquez finally returned to the 2nd place he originally started from. With only 7 laps left in the race, the gap between him and leader Simon was still 5 seconds. For most riders, this 5 seconds would feel like an impossible gap, but for Marquez, who had already overcome every obstacle and was only 1 step away from a miracle, as long as he was still on the bike, the word impossible never existed in his dictionary.
Marc Marquez, he wants to sign off with a victory, and he thinks it's possible.
It is possible, and you've got to say, I think only possible from one man, and you're watching him in action at the moment. Love him or hate him, you've got to admire him all the time.
And he can see him. He's like a rabbit in the distance, isn't he? Or a fox being hunted by the hound. So he needs to do it and get a wriggle on, because he's about to become dinner for Marc Marquez, I think. Simon looks behind and just must think,
oh, way up. If that's the orange one.
Not Simon, he's trying. He's just set his personal best lap of the race. It's just that Marquez was 9/10 quicker.
Marc Marquez is going to make his move with 2 laps to go.
Just eases past Simon, and he takes the lead in the Valencian Grand Prix, the final round. Marc Marquez will win his 9th race of the season, but he started from the back of the grid. What a ride by the world champion. The team are delighted, all stood on pit wall. What a brilliant performance.
After receiving a penalty that seemed almost impossible to overcome, Marquez completed an unbelievable comeback and finished his Moto2 career with. After this race, almost everyone believed that one day he would become a MotoGP world champion, but perhaps nobody could have imagined back then that this rookie about to enter the lion's den would shake up the star-filled MotoGP world in his very first season.